Hello, good evening to all of you, and thank you for joining another live stream here on the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and on this channel, we talk about ways and how you can build credit, how you can increase your credit score, techniques that you can use, and also how to dispute items and credit repair. And yes, I offer free credit repair, credit score increases, and also uh, free credit coaching as well. And if you need help with any of that, you can call me on my business line. My number is 800 605 9053. Again, that number is 800 605 9053. So I want to thank you all once again for joining the live stream today. Right now, we have two people here with us in the live stream. Welcome, guys, to the live stream too, also. And it would be nice if you guys join the credit group that we have. It's called How to Get Excellent Credit. It's on Facebook, and the link to that will be found in the bottom of the About section of this channel. So if you're new to this channel and you've been watching these videos for a while, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button. It says subscribe here. It's a big square button. And make sure you hit the bell for notifications so that way you would never miss a single video. Each and every time I make a new video, you'll be right there soaking up all the good information. Jason Van Hughes is with us here in the live chat this evening. Good evening, Jason, and welcome back again. Jason says, Lyndon, what's up, my man? Yeah, what's up, Jason? How you doing? Glad to see you here with us once again. I noticed that you followed me on Facebook. Thanks for doing that, buddy. And, that way you could definitely see some of the other content that I have there also as well. Also with us tonight is Ronald Anderson. Thank you so much for joining us once again in the live stream, Ronald. It's a pleasure seeing you back, Ronald, and I have a surprise for you. It's actually, well, you didn't really request it, right? This topic, but you kind of contributed to this topic from a comment that you made in the last live stream. So when we get into that topic, then you'll remember. But I try to do that a lot when people make comments, especially in a live stream. I try to, give them the content, pretty much that they were asking questions about. Okay. So also I wanted to mention that all the links to contact me are found in the bottom of the About section of this channel too, also as well. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and all of the social media networks there too, also as well. Ronald Anderson says, hi, how are you? Yes, Ronald, I'm doing pretty good. I'm staying blessed. And I just ran home from work real quick to do this, to start this live stream, because our live stream also, if you've been watching this channel or you're new to this channel, or you subscribe to this channel and just don't know, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, we have a live stream here on the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. So you can definitely count on that every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I do also make sporadic, like spur of the moment live streams and videos in between each Wednesday, but not consistently. They may just come up like, if I found some breaking news or something in the credit world, something that I wanted to share with the credit community. But every Wednesday for sure at 7 p.m. Central Time is our live stream. Ronald says, okay, I can't wait. I checked out Navy Federal Pledge Loan. It's a collateral loan. So whatever you put in your savings account, that's what the loan will be for. Well, wow, that's awesome there, Ronald. So that sounds pretty much like a secured loan, right? Is it a secured loan that they're doing? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Like, so if I put in $500 in a Navy Federal Pledge Loan, will my loan be for $500? So that's pretty good though, especially if it's building credit, as you go along. And also at the same time, it kind of establishes a relationship with Navy Federal Credit Union too, also as well. And that's one of the banks that you want to establish a relationship with also, because not only are they a credit union, but they're very generous with credit limits from what I'm being told. So they're one of the best credit unions to build a relationship with so far that I've seen. Um, so I guess let's see. With that being said, I think I got everything else out of the way. I'm not sure. I want to welcome to the live stream today, everyone. Give a warm welcome to Bodyguard 856. He says currently have a self lender loan, $25 a month. I'm assuming that's your payments. After making my first payment, my FICO 8 went up by 24 points. Oh, wow. That's awesome there, Bodyguard. Yeah, self lender does have that effect on credit scores. And you will find that the more your payments are made on time every month, the more your credit score will continue to go up. So self lender, I believe the average increase in credit scores is over 110 points, but 110 points for sure within the first year of having the self lender loan. So, guys, this is a good thing to look forward to. Having that 110-point increase is definitely, something you can count on. Ronald Anderson says, yes, it's different than self lender. Oh, okay, I see. So yeah, I believe it could be different. I also, I haven't really looked into it yet, but I believe, since they're a credit union, maybe the interest rates are lower. Is that true, Ronald? Is the interest rates lower than the self lender interest rates? Bodyguard 856 says, still waiting for my Capital One secured card to post. Yeah. Well, it shouldn't really take that long, Bodyguard. It depends on the cycle date of that card, and you could always call customer service and ask them what date that credit card cycles on. So that way you can get a better understanding of around about what time it's going to post to the credit bureaus. So basically, if they do their statement, say, for example, around the 15th, then you should be able to look forward to having it reported to the credit bureau by the 18th, or definitely by the 19th, because it usually takes about 3 days for it to post after the date of the statement date, that is. Okay. And also approximately 6 days after the due date. So, I mean, it could be a day longer or less than that, give or take, but that's just a ballpark figure. Most of the times it will be exactly that amount of time. Some of the times not, but generally it is. Jason Van Hughes says, have self lender discover it, city, all secured, plus two authorized users on my wife's cards. She just got the American Express card today from Navy Federal Credit Union, so just waiting to hit credit. Oh, okay, I see. So when that hits the credit report, um, let me see how much. Let me see. Did you mention how much was the limit on that, Jason? I'm not sure. But I mean, if it's a high limit, it could affect the credit card utilization, and that it could make the credit card utilization go down. Um, but it could also, okay, you said 1,000. Okay, that's not too bad of a credit limit. I mean, it could definitely affect make your credit utilization go down, which will help you also. It could help you get a few points on your credit score. But just keep in mind, though, however, that although it's Navy Federal Credit Union, it could also be counted as a new account. Um, when it's reported to the credit union. I mean, to the credit bureau, that is. And when it's reported to the credit bureau, they have a way of averaging out um, your accounts age. So basically, it's all it is an average, pretty much. You know, the same way as if, say, you had three exams, and say you got a 70 on one exam, you got a 80 on another exam, and say you got a 90% on the other exam. That's three exams, right? So you add those all up, and then I believe that's 240 points altogether. So 240 points, that's a total of, all three of your scores, your points. Then divide that by three. Your average is 80%. Okay. So they use the same concept and apply that to your credit score, to your credit, yeah, age of credit, that is. Okay. So I just wanted to break that down for you guys there. So, age of credit or credit history, payment history, account age, that's counts for a lot, on your credit report. Just like credit utilization, that's like 30% of your score. Okay. So you definitely want to get the most points available in the credit card utilization. If you can't get it in payment history or age of accounts, then definitely you can make up for it in the credit card utilization, as far as credit use is concerned. And there's other things that go into calculating your score also, like hard inquiries count for like 10%, okay, which is a small amount, okay? But 10%, the way they calculate it, it equals out to 55 points, okay? 55 points, okay? So if you're working on getting those hard inquiries removed, definitely you want to if you have a lot of them, and you have accounts that you have hard inquiries with, then fine. I would not touch those. If you have an account with that's connected to the hard inquiry, definitely I wouldn't even mess with it. I wouldn't try to delete it. I wouldn't dispute it. Nothing. Okay, because I'm gonna tell you why. My jewelers, in their terms and conditions, they say that if you dispute the hard inquiry or hard pull from my jewelers club, they will close your account. That is coming from my jewelers. Okay, guys. So you don't want to dispute accounts that you have open. Um, I mean, the ones you can dispute are ones that you don't have accounts with. If you don't have account with that company, go ahead and dispute it. Like if it was something like, say, you applied for something, you got denied, go ahead and dispute that. If you applied for something by accident, maybe you didn't finish the application, but they still put the application through anyways, go ahead and dispute that. Okay. But if you have an account attached to that hard inquiry, don't dispute it, guys. I would leave it alone. Ronald Anderson says, I thought she said it was 0%. I might be mistaken, but the difference is self lender, you start paying money towards the loan, and Navy Federal, you got to have the money in your savings account. Okay. So that's the difference between the self lender loan and the Navy Federal loan. Because I guess here was Ronald saying is the Navy Federal is a secured loan. Okay. It's a secured loan. Um, Self lender, in my opinion, is not a secured loan because you're not securing this loan um, with your money. All you're doing is you're making payments on the loan. They just have never given you the money. They're holding the money for you in a CD account that's FDIC insured. Okay, so I would say, in my opinion, Navy Federal is a secured loan. Self lender is not as secure as unsecured loan. Okay, guys. Jason Van Hughes says, I had zero credit cards until last few weeks and always wondered why my score was low. Okay, he said, I had zero credit cards until last few weeks and always wondered why my score was low. So thanks to you and Dwayne for teaching me. Okay, not a problem, Jason. I learned a lot from Dwayne too. Dwayne's awesome. I mean, I'm always watching his live streams every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. And because of Dwayne, I got a lot of valuable knowledge and information. I also got knowledge from other YouTubers that made videos too, also about credit. But Dwayne really, had a huge influence on me. So the impact was like phenomenal. He makes great videos about how to build credit, what the credit bureaus looks for, about credit cards and different credit cards. I mean, that's how I found out about the pedal card. I watched a video that Dwayne put up one day about the pedal card and how he applied, and he showed how he got approved for the pedal card. And one day I just said to myself, what is this pedal card thing all about? So I went online, looked up the pedal card, and I was like really astonished. I was like so impressed with the pedal card. Okay. I mean, about pretty much everything about the pedal card that I liked. I like the 1% cash back. I like the fact that you get you get up to 1.5 and then 1.25%. It increases like in increments every 6 months, I believe. So I kind of like that. I just had to apply for it. And I got approved for 3,500, and I had to make a video about it. So that video, guys, you'll find that on the channel here about the pedal card. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Bodyguard 856 says, also waiting for my new Amex authorized user trade line to hit. Yes, Bodyguard, that's great. I hope it hits pretty soon. It depends, like I said before. It depends on what date it cycles, but I would, just to be specific, I would ask American Express, what date do they report to the credit bureaus? That would be a more specific question that I would ask. Other than what's the cycle date, I would just ask what day it reports to the credit bureau. Okay. That way you have a specific date to look forward to. Okay. I remember when I got signed up with an authorized user that's from American Express, as far as I remember, it reported to the credit bureau between the 22nd and the 25th. And that was in April. So I'm assuming that every month it reports around the same time between the 22nd and the 25th. I don't know if that's the same applies to the authorized user that you signed up with, but mine was an American Express. I don't know if they have different dates that they report to the credit bureau through American Express or not, but it wouldn't hurt to ask American Express. Or ask the person that you got the authorized user from. Jason Van Hughes says, I'm thinking about getting a Navy Federal Credit Union secured card. That will give me 3 secured cards plus the 2 authorized user I was telling you about. That's a good idea, Jason. I would recommend it because Navy Federal likes to give out generous credit limits. Okay. I don't know too much about the Navy Federal secured credit card. What I would do, Jason, is I would find out if that card graduates. Yeah, find out if that card graduates and after how long. Because I mean, 9 times out of 10, when it graduates, Jason, you could be looking at a pretty decent credit limit, after it graduates. All right, so that's one thing I would do. Tanya Williams says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Tanya, and welcome to the live stream. I'm glad to have you here. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Tanya Williams. Pink Lady Barber is here, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Pink Lady Barber. David Esty, please welcome David Esty to the live stream. And thank you for coming, buddy. David says, yes, the Navy Federal card graduates too. I just got it for my sister. Okay. There you go, Jason. A Navy Federal graduate. So that sounds like a good card to make your third card, your third secured card. And like I said, the best strategy to boost or increase your credit score is to use three credit cards every month. Okay, you can have more than three. I'm not saying have only three. What I'm saying is make sure you use three cards every month. Okay, I mean, even if it's a situation where one of them has the most cash back, so you want to use that most of the time, okay, fine, use that one most of the time. But make sure you use the other two credit cards, even if you just buy one candy bar a month or buy one soda every month on the other one, and you use most of your purchases through the ones with the cash back. I mean, that's a plan, but make sure you are using three every month, and the other ones that you have, I would every few months, every 4 to 6 months, I would buy something just to keep the accounts active. Okay. Um, what else do we have here? Jimmy Cave says, would you recommend getting authorized users and giving strangers my social security number with identity theft going around? Would I recommend that? Well, identity theft is definitely a problem. It must be a problem because if it was not a problem, guys, you would not have so many companies coming out with identity theft protection. Pretty much so many things you do, including monitoring your credit, comes with identity theft protection. So it is a problem, and we all know this. So that's why if you're thinking about getting an authorized user from someone, you make sure that you trust that person. Okay. It could be someone you have done business with in the past. Okay. Or you know them. Maybe you know them personally. Okay. Or, if they're a legit company that you're buying this authorized user from, or if they're a family member, you know them. That's Uncle so and so or Auntie JJ or Janae, whatever their name is, and, you trust them. Okay. That's what I recommend. Because actually, I was actually just thinking about that because I read an article that I found online from a news channel, and they were talking about that. Things to think about before you add an authorized user. But they didn't really discuss like the other end of the coin, to where you're the one giving your social security number, your birthday, and your information out. So I would, make sure you trust that person, Jimmy. Okay. Before you decide to give that person your personal information. Okay. And ask around. I mean, ask people, if this person is offering you an authorized user, and you don't know them personally, ask people. Ask people. There's sites you can go on. There's forums. There's one called Quora.com. You can go on Quora and ask a question there on Quora. If anyone's heard of that company or that person that's offering that authorized user, they will tell you. You can also go on MyFICO. Go on MyFICO, and you could go in the forums and ask your questions about that person or that company. Just be specific with your questions. Just ask them, hey, is this person a fraud? Has anyone heard about this person or not? But that's what I would recommend. Okay, Jimmy. And by all means, if you feel a certain way about doing it and you really feel it in your gut, don't do it. Okay, don't do it. All right. Jason Van Hughes says, yes, it does after 6 payments. Okay, so the card graduates. The Navy Federal secured credit card he's talking about, it graduates after 6 payments. That's awesome there, Jason. So, I mean, you got really, you might have hit a gold mine there with that one, because that one, if it graduates after 6 months, that's pretty quick, you know? Um, so definitely, if you want to make that your third credit card, um, definitely I would go ahead. I would go with Navy Federal Credit Union for sure. All right, buddy. So let's see, where are we here? Bodyguard 856 says, how many secured cards should someone get and why? Okay, good question, Bodyguard. Um, as far as how many secured credit cards should someone get, I would say you should get three. Okay, and use those. If you want to get more than three secured credit cards, have a good reason for getting it. Like, say for example, the Amazon secured credit card offers 5% cash back. That's a good reason. Okay, 0% annual fee, no annual fee. That's a good reason. Graduates after 7 months of on-time payments. That's a good reason. Actually, I would make that one of your first three secured credit cards, actually. Okay. But I would say three, and I would try to go for the cards that graduate if possible, you know. Amazon definitely for sure, because the reason why I say that is because they approve most people that apply for their card. Now, there's other great cards out there. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's the Discover It. There's Capital One, a secure credit card. But from what I've been hearing, Capital One, guys, does not no longer graduate people anymore. They don't graduate, and I've seen reports of people who have the same secured credit card for over 2 years. It has not graduated. Discover It does graduate, but Discover It does not approve everybody, guys. They don't. If you're new to credit, or you have a low credit score, or you have a lot of hard inquiries or something like that, don't apply for the Discover It secured credit card. If you thinking about applying for that, go on the Discover pre-approval website and find out first if you are pre-approved. Okay. But if they don't have any offers for you, don't do it. Don't get yourself a hard inquiry, you know, as that may be a pain in the butt to get deleted. Okay. Intermittent fasting, fitness, and life coping says, what's up, guys? Yes, what's up, Leroy? How you doing, buddy? Yes, guys. Leroy has his own YouTube channel. It's called Intermittent Fasting, Fitness, and Life Coping. It's great information if you're into fitness and getting in shape, working out. He has some awesome information on the YouTube channel. Um, and he has even more information on his Facebook group. It's entitled the same name, Intermittent Fasting, Fitness, and Life Coping. And there's fabulous videos on there, with workouts, real live workouts, people showing you and demonstrating, the workout to you. So it's really some great information, guys. If you're into fitness, you definitely want to check it out. Ronald Anderson says, I'm on Dwayne's Discover card, American Express card, and maybe Federal Credit Union secured card. Discover to basically 1 week to report, American Express to maybe 2 weeks to report. Okay. Yeah, I'm on some of Dwayne's cards too. Um, I I think the first one I got from him was the American Express. I think that was the blue cash card, I believe it was. I think it was a blue card. That's what I remember. And I remember Dwayne making a video about it when he did the unboxing of the card. And the card had 7,000 credit limit, and then it went down to 6,000 because I think he did a balance transfer of $1,000 somewhere some point. But that's the one that I'm on. I know he has another American Express, but I'm not on that one. Um, and I'm on like, let's see, five. Yeah, I'm on five of his credit cards, and my fiance is on one on the same American Express card that I'm on too. So yeah, I'm probably the reason, part of the reason why there's not too many openings left from him for authorized users. Sorry, guys. I mean, I was one of the first ones to find out about that when he made the video. I seen it and I said to myself, yeah, I just got to jump on some of those authorized users. But now, I mean, I don't think I would get any more authorized users unless it was something with big credit history. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like maybe I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 years. If it had 8 or 10 years payment history, yeah, I would probably jump on that. But right now, I'm not looking for any more authorized users that has less than 8 years of credit history. All right. Um, but Dwayne's authorized users are awesome. Awesome. A lot of people have increased their credit scores with that. My credit score went up 10 points. I went from a 710 FICO score up to a 720 FICO score. And my fiance Janelle's credit score went up 143 points. Just using his American by being on his American Express card. And that can happen, guys, because yeah, since April, she said. Yeah, and that could happen, guys, because when you have a low credit score, you can get huge credit boost. I mean, you can get a boosted up over 100 points very easily. Okay, compared to someone with a high credit score, the score might go up maybe 10 points here or 20 points there, or maybe 30, 40 points there. But, it'll take a lot to go up 143 points. You know what I mean? Um, Ronald Anderson. Oh, okay. I see Bodyguard's question again. I'll just backtrack to look at that. I was just making sure that I answer your question. Bodyguard. I know you asked me how many secured cards does someone get. I said three. Okay, and why? Because when you use three credit cards, it gives you the highest boost in your credit score. Okay, when you use three credit cards every month. All right. And I would try not to get more than that because a lot of the secured credit cards are considered like some subprime lending. All right. Subprime lending. And of course, when you're new to credit, you're going to be doing some subprime lending, some subprime cards, because either you're new to credit or maybe you might have a bad credit in the bad credit category. You might have a low credit score. Your score might be in the 400s, 500s, whatever the situation may be. Or you could be in the fair credit category. So you're going to be dealing with subprime for a while anyways. You're not going to just start out the gate with a $20,000 limit credit card. When you have bad credit and a low credit score, it's just not going to happen like that, guys. Um, so that's the reason why you want to get three secured credit cards, and you just want to try to keep those. You know what I mean? Especially since those are your first credit cards. You want to keep those like forever. Don't ever close it. Don't ever, because that's your oldest cards. Those are your oldest cards. If those are the first ones, those are your oldest ones. As a rule, you never close your oldest accounts. Okay, because that's your key to your payment history. Okay, and payment history is huge. Um, see what else do we have here? Oh, intermittent fasting, fitness, and life coping. That's Leroy. He says, "What's up, guys?" So everybody, give a warm welcome to Leroy from intermittent fasting, fitness, and life coping. Okay, so Ronald, I'm pretty much on a lot of Dwayne's authorized users. Um, so I don't think I'd get on any more of his authorized users unless he just happens to have authorized user that has like maybe 7 or 8 years payment history on it. Because my situation may be different than a lot of you guys' situation because I have over 15 accounts reporting to my credit bureau every month. If I add an authorized user on there, say that has less than a year payment history, it will have little or no effect on my credit score whatsoever. Okay. Um, if it has more, credit history than that, like say 7 months, I mean, not 7 months, 7 years or 8 years, it could have an impact. Because remember, guys, what I told you before that the credit bureaus, they average out your age of your accounts. Okay, so don't think that because you added one authorized user that has 10 years, that your payment history, your average age of accounts, that is, don't think that your average age of accounts is going to be 10 years because it's not. Okay, unless you have every single account on there, 10 years payment history or longer, your average is not going to be 10 years. Okay. The 10-year AU will help your credit score. Don't get me wrong, depending on the total average age of your accounts. Okay, but you guys can go ahead and average it out. I pretty much give you an example of the exam, like a school exam, where you took 3 exams. Your first score was 70 on the first exam. The second score was 80. The third score was 90. Your total of all your scores was 240. Since you took 3 exams, you take the 240, you divide it by 3. Okay. The 3 exams, you could think of it as 3 accounts on your credit report. Okay. The scores, you could think of that as the age of the accounts. You total it all up. So in the same example I gave with the exams, you take those 3 accounts and divide that into your total amount of your scores. So 3 divided into 240 equals 80. 80% is your average. It's not 240. It's not 90. Okay. It's not 80. It is 80 actually, but it's not 70. Okay. So that's pretty much how you do that, guys. So when you're thinking of adding an authorized user, you can always do that. You could go on your credit report and see what your total, what your average age of your accounts is currently right now. Then factor in the total age of the authorized user, whether it's a 5 year authorized user or a 2 year or 8 months or 7 months. Factor it in, add it on to your total age of all of your accounts. Okay, and then get a grand total of all the ages. Okay, then divide that by the total number of the accounts that you have, and that would equal your average age of accounts. All right, if that number goes up, guys, you could experience an increase in your credit score. All right, so let's see. Oh, also, if that number goes down, guys, you could see a decrease in your credit score also as well. Ronald Anderson says, typo, I meant I'm on his Navy Federal secured credit card also, and I'm waiting for that to report. Yeah, oh, good move. Good move, Ronald, because by you doing that, being on his Navy Federal authorized user, you're developing a relationship with Navy Credit Federal. Just like the same as if you, well, you already did get an American Express authorized user. So, same thing applies, I believe. You'll be building a relationship with them just like you are building a relationship with American Express. So, in other words, it makes it easier for you to apply in the future. You know, you could have that authorized user for, say, 6 months to a year and then apply for an American Express card. And I mean, it would be a lot easier to get approved for comparing to had you not did that authorized user. So yeah, with that to report, if you need to know when it's going to report, I would just ask Dwayne because Dwayne would know what date it reports. The Coin Alley, welcome to the live stream, buddy. I'm glad to see you back again. And guys, please give a warm welcome to the Coin Alley. He has his own YouTube channel, guys, and it's pretty interesting information there. You know, a lot of finance information there that's really can be helpful. You know, I believe he speaks about Bitcoin there too. So yeah, it's a good channel to check out, guys, if you're interested. Julian Robinson, please give a warm welcome to Julian Robinson. Thank you so much for joining us here in the live stream. Welcome, buddy. Pleasure to have you. And Julian says, "What's going on, my people?" David SD says, "Hey, did DSX trade line hit yet, David? You know, I'm really, I don't know. I'm kind of frustrated with DSX design. You know, the thing is, I'll give him one more month. You know, the thing is that self lender they took 3 months to report to my credit bureau. Okay, to the credit bureau, but it was sort of different with self lender than DSX design. I'm gonna tell you why, because self lender they let me know. All right, they let me know ahead of time that it was going to take, at least 3 months to report. So that didn't really build up, any anxiety within me, because I knew what to expect from the jump. You know what I mean? That's what they told me from the beginning. So I was just like, well, yeah, I signed up with Self Lender in November. So it's December, January, February. So by February, it should be reported. But DSX design, since they didn't tell me that, how long it would take, you know, I I'm just kind of like got all this anxiety built up and I'm like, when is it gonna report? When is it gonna report? And you know what makes it worse, David? Is that see, I help people with credit repair, right? I've seen people's credit reports. I'm not gonna mention their names, but DSX design did report to their credit profile in less than 3 weeks. So all I'm saying is they applied for DSX design around the same time that I applied. I applied on March 23rd. One of them applied in April. So why did they not my report my account to the credit bureau? That's why I just feel like I'm being left out. That's how I feel right now about DSX design, you know. Ronald Anderson says, I plan on getting a secured card from State Department, Federal Credit Union, and NASA Federal Credit Union. I want $1,000 in the Wisconsin Pick 3 that should get me 3 secured cards. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Ronald. Yeah, I mean, if you could do that, I mean, if they're credit union, most credit unions are very good. They're very good there, Ronald, especially with the low interest rates, and they have other perks too. But the credit unions are really good. They're really good with the loans too. So I would go with that. Go with the credit union for sure. David Esty says, "Hey, can you send me a referral link for that State Department Credit Union, please?" Oh, okay. David must be talking to Ronald. Okay, Ronald. So David is asking you because he didn't type at Ronald Anderson. That's why I'm just, letting you know, Ronald, that David is asking if you could send him a referral link for the State Department Credit Union. Ronald Danielson says, "Secure Discover It secured card turned me down because of my utilization was too high." Yeah, guys, see, that's another reason why Discover It may deny someone. High credit card utilization. Another one is too many hard inquiries. Another one is credit score too low. Um, so yeah, guys, if you're thinking about getting a Discover It credit card and you're new to building credit, um, and your score say is still in the 500s, or you have too many hard, you have lots of hard inquiries, or you have a high credit card utilization, or your average age of accounts is low, guys, I wouldn't, I have a better option. Just apply for the Amazon secured credit card. Apply for that. That's almost guaranteed approval, guys. I made a video about that here on this channel too. I think it was called Guaranteed Credit, or something like that. So you definitely could look it up here on the channel. I think it was called My Secured Credit Card Review. It's in that playlist. That card, get that one. If you're thinking about applying to Discover It, just make a U-turn, and go with the Amazon secured credit card. I mean, if you're like me, and I go to Walmart like so many times every month, I'm always buying groceries or something there. A lot of items that I buy from Walmart can be found on Amazon.com. You know, and to think about it, Discover It cannot even match the 5% that Amazon's offering. Okay, think about that. All right. Um, and you got almost guaranteed approval on top of that, and a credit card that graduates too after 7 payments. Discover It, guys, take a lot longer to graduate you. Discover It can graduate you after 13 months or longer. Some people have graduated in less than 12 months, but um, lots of people have graduated after 13 months. Okay, so I mean, you can do your own compare and contrast between the Amazon secured credit card and the Discover It secured credit card. But guys, I think the Amazon secured credit card is champion of secured credit cards right now, and they have the belt currently, and I don't think nobody really can come close right now. I think they're the best secured credit card that's on the market. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Ronald Anderson says, "Yeah, Discover It secured card turned me down because of my utilization was too high, and with Dwayne's authorized users and knock my utilization down to 26%. So I'm going to wait 4 more months before I apply again." Yeah, Ronald. But I would recommend and suggest. Um, yeah, you got it down to 26%, but I would knock it down some more. Knock it down below 7%. All right, buddy. That way you could get the highest score that you can possibly get. And yeah, I would wait a few months before applying again also, but if that's what you want, hey, go for it. But I would say go with the Amazon secured card. You're getting more cash back, and your card's gonna graduate faster than the Discover It will. David, okay, David Esty is talking to Ronald. Yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah, Amazon only does a hard pull from TransUnion. So there you go. There's another benefit. You could end up with only one hard inquiry instead of two. hard inquiries. And guys, Capital One, they, from what I've been told, they hard pull from all three credit bureaus. Okay. So Capital One is not looking too nice right now. Capital One is not looking too good right now. I mean, yeah, they have some really great credit cards, a few of them, like the Venture, I believe it's called. It's one great one. But Capital One, believe me, they're not looking too good, especially for people who are trying to build credit. They're not looking too good right now for trying to build credit. Okay. For one, because their cars don't graduate anymore. All right. For two, they're cheap with credit limits. Yeah. And there's so many other reasons too, guys. I would just say just stay away from Capital One. If you're looking to build credit, just stay away from Capital One right now. You know, go with the Amazon, go with the Discover It if you get pre-approved for it through their website. Okay. Um and start building up credit, you know. And the only thing I would go after with the Capital One is some of their prime cards, you know, but that would have to wait until you build up a high enough credit score and you don't have that many hard inquiries. Okay. And just keep in mind, Capital One is trying to pull the same thing that like Chase, like the 524 rule. Capital One, from what I'm being told, is that they kind of made up another rule too, similar to the 524 rule, but it's even more stricter than the 524. So, you know, this is, I mean, guys, this is a company, Capital One, that I would suggest just at least wait. I would say at least a while before you decide to go with Cap, to even think about applying to any Capital One card. I would say at least 2 years, 2 years, because for one, it takes 2 years for hard inquiries to fall off your credit report. Okay, and Capital One is counting hard inquiries against you now, and new accounts too, also. So I would say, you know, 2 years before even looking at a Capital One credit card. You know, your first credit card, I believe, my opinion, should be that Amazon secured credit card. That should be your first credit card. Ronald Anderson says, I don't have a link for the State Department Federal Credit Union. I plan on opening a savings account with them and getting the secured card that way. Try or Google State Department Federal Credit Union. Okay, who asked that question that I remember? Oh, okay, David. There you go, David. You could read that. Um, that's Ronald's comment there. You'll see it, Ronald Anderson. He said to go ahead and try to Google State Department Federal Credit Union because he doesn't have the link. But you can find it easily just by Googling it. Tyrone Williams, welcome to the live chat. Pleasure to have you here with us tonight. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Tyrone Williams. And he says, Alliant Credit Union is a good credit union. I have checking, savings, and Visa credit card, $7,500 limit. Been with them since 2016. So there you have it, guys. Um, those are even, you know, those are even good options there for you guys there. Okay, credit unions. I don't think, you know, as far as car loans go, no, I don't think anyone can pretty much beat the credit unions. You know, they have the best interest rates. Tyrone says Alliant Credit Union is the seventh largest credit union in the U.S. Do your research. There you go, guys. Thank you for that information, Tyrone. I didn't know that. Alliant Credit Union is the seventh largest credit union in the U.S. Wow. David Esty says, thank you, fam. Yes, thank you, David, for sharing and participating too also. I really appreciate that. Okay, David, you got a message from Ronald Anderson. And Leroy, you got a message from Ronald. Tyrone Williams says only deal with banks. Either get a secured loan or get a secured credit card at the same time. And build your credit the old-fashioned way. Leave the other stuff like self-lender, DSX design, AUs, etc. alone. Okay, there's some advice from Tyrone Williams. Hip to the dip. Hey, what did I miss? Well, good evening, everyone. Please give a warm welcome to Hip to the Dip. Thank you for coming back again. Really appreciate you. Well, Hip to the Dip. We did not get into a topic yet. You just missed some discussions about, some comments about self-lender comparison between self-lender and Navy Federal Credit Union secured loan, a credit builder loan. Okay. And you also miss a comparison between the Amazon secured credit card and the Discover It secured credit card. And you also missed a great question. The question was, how many secured credit cards should I start out with? Or how many secured credit cards should I get and why? So yeah, that one you missed, but you could always, go ahead, go back and rewind it because we're definitely, gonna try to get to everyone's comment here, and then after that, we need to start on today's topic too. Also, Tyrone Williams says, "Oh no, Julian Anderson had a comment before that." Julian says, "Any other secured credit cards that don't do credit checks?" Yes, Open Sky, and Julian, I made a video, my last video. If you look at my last video before this one, um, the video was about trade lines or credit lines, trade lines that do not give a hard inquiry. Okay, trade lines, no hard inquiry. I believe something like that was the title. Okay, and in that video, I go over 8+ trade lines that you can get or credit lines that do not give a hard inquiry. Okay. And one of them was Open Sky. Okay, there you go. Tyrone mentioned it. Open Sky, keep it 8 to 12 months, pay on time, then apply for Capital One, closed, open. Well, Tyrone, that's okay, but I don't agree with Capital One. Capital One won't graduate you to unsecured. They stopped doing that. But it's up to you, if you still want to go to Capital One. Hip to the dip. I have the Capital One Saber and the Capital One Venture. Hate them both. There you go. So, Capital One, there's I'm gonna mention someone that has a YouTube channel, and I've been watching some of his videos. His name is Brian Jung. Okay, guys. Brian Jung. I believe that's Jung, if I'm not mistaken. But if I am, I will definitely give you the correct spelling in the next video. But Brian Jung has a YouTube channel. He talks about credit, a lot about credit. And he made a very interesting video about why he hates Capital One. And I mean, the title alone was like a clickbait for me. I just had to look at this video. So, guys, if you interested, go ahead and go over to his channel after you leave here or whenever you like to, and check out that video. I pretty much learned a lot from the video. Okay, very valuable information there about Capital One, and Capital One has a history too that I didn't really know about, but I kind of looked them up. I researched them and everything, and I was like surprised. I was like, wow, and what they're doing now, I mean, when I do the next time the first time I would say I would even look at a Capital One card is after I get an excellent credit score. After my credit score is, say, over 750. So, pretty much I'm looking at maybe another 35 points, maybe somewhere around there, another 35 or 30 points. And then I might look at a Capital One, but maybe not really because I still have a lot of hard inquiries, to deal with. So I may not even look at a Capital One card maybe for another year, maybe another year and a half, actually. And when I do apply for a Capital One card, it's going to be a prime card, you know, something that has a lot of perks, that's, really an attractive, card that will benefit me. Let's see. Pink Lady Barbara says, "Hey, who does Navy Federal pull from?" Okay, there's a question there from Pink Lady Barber. Who does Navy Federal pull from? Okay, so I know some of you guys, I know you said you had Navy Federal. I'm not sure. Leroy, did you say you have Navy Federal? I don't remember. Or let's see, who else? Ronald Anderson. So I know some of you guys would know the answer to that question. Guys, who does Navy Federal pull from? What credit bureau do they pull from? Okay, while we waiting on that answer, Jose Pina says, "Hey there, Lyndon, how you doing? What's the topic today?" Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Sorry about that, Jose. Yeah, we're gonna get into the topic. We just had some very interesting comments that spurred up, a lot of conversations here that we could have made like four, maybe five or six different topics for videos about here. But yeah, we're getting into the topic very soon, Jose. So I'm gonna try to speed this up with the comments so that way we can get into the topic. Julian Anderson says Capital One screwed me over, not messing with them. Yeah, guys, I read an article, it was coming from a few years ago actually, that says that Capital One had some very misleading advertisements, and they got sued for $210 million, that they had to settle a lawsuit because they were doing false advertising and offering people a whole lot of perks that they really don't offer. Yeah. And I was shocked when I read that. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah, guys, but you could Google that. Okay. You could look that up on Google. There's tons of articles about it. I was surprised when I read the article myself. Tyrone Williams says, "I closed my Capital One card, got a City double cash, been happy ever since." Yeah, I figured you would be happy, Tyrone. I mean, Capital One, they're kind of losing their reputation right now, I think. If it wasn't for some of the prime cards that they have, Capital One wouldn't really be much. I mean, in the credit building world, they're definitely have lost their reputation in the credit building world. I think. I think so. You know. Um, Julian Robinson says true and thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Julian. Ronald Anderson says I'm getting Amazon next week. Good idea, Ronald. You'll be happy you did. Julian Robinson says okay. Tyrone Williams says Citibank have better perks and benefits for their card members. Yes, absolutely. D. Anderson, welcome. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to D. Anderson. Thank you so much for joining us again on the live stream, buddy. I saw you made a new video there, and I seen some pictures of credit cards on the thumbnail, and I'm definitely interested in that video. I'm gonna definitely check that out after this live stream for sure. I like the other video you made. I think it was called Rebuild, Reclaim, Re something. I could never remember all the three re's to it, the name of it, but it was a good video. I like that. D. Anderson says, greetings and respect to all. 2015. That's congratulations to D. Anderson. I think that's what the hand clap is for. I had two secured cards with two big banks, Wells Fargo and US Bank Visa, that later graduated to unsecured. I have two Quicksilvers. They gave me two good limits. Okay, but very stingy with credit limit. Yeah, sounds like a Capital One. D. Anderson, TransUnion. Okay, D. Anderson, are you answering the question that Pink Lady Barbara made? The question says, who does Navy Federal Credit Union report to? Okay, if so, let us all know. Tyrone Williams says, I only use Capital One credit cards just to get my credit history started. Only never stay with them because they don't lower your interest rate once you approve for their accounts, and they limit your limits. Yes, they do. They do limit your limits for sure. D. Anderson says Navy Federal Credit Union pulls from TransUnion. Okay, there you go, Pink Lady Barber. If you're still with us here, there's your answer to your question. Navy Federal Credit Union pulls from TransUnion. D. Anderson says for credit cards, TransUnion. For loans, Equifax. Okay, so for the loans, they pull from Equifax. Pink Lady Barber, thanks, D. Anderson. Okay. D. Anderson gives a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing that question, Pink Lady Barber, and thank you for answering that question for us, D. Anderson. Hip to the Dip says, yes, I received a notice of class action suit against Capital One just a few days ago. Okay, I received a notice of class action suit against Capital One just a few days ago. Hip to the Dip, they had a class action suit against them. I mean, really wouldn't surprise me. It really would not surprise me at all. You know, if I to be honest with you, if I was new, if I was new to building credit, like I never built credit before, and I was looking at getting my first secured credit card, I would never start with a Capital One, guys. Why would I start with a secured credit card that does not, graduate? I mean, that's how I would start from the beginning. If I had to do this all over again and start building credit from scratch, guys, I would not start with a Capital One. No. I want a secure credit card that graduates. I would get my Amazon secured credit card. I would go to the Discover It pre-approval site, see if I'm approved or not. If I'm not approved for anything, fine. Then I will not apply for Discover It. Okay. And that's where I would start. Okay. And I would get a secured credit card that graduates. Okay. I believe who mentioned that? Someone mentioned ones that graduate. It was okay. Wells Fargo and US Bank. D. Anderson says they graduate. Oh, they graduated before. Do they still graduate, D. Anderson? Have you been keeping tabs on Wells Fargo and US Bank to see if they still graduate? Or is that something that they stopped doing, like Capital One stopped doing that? Let us know in the chat. Okay. So that's what it stands for. D. Anderson says redesign, rebuild, reclaim. Okay, got it. That's what I needed there. Yeah, that great video, man. To know that when you remember where you come from, you know what I'm saying, then you definitely will appreciate where you're at. And I learned that the hard way. You know what I mean? And that is true, guys. When you are aware, I should say, when you are aware of where you came from, then it would help you to appreciate where you're at. You know. But when you're not aware of where you came from, it makes you hard for you to appreciate where you're at. You know. Um, and that's just part of life. Tyrone Williams says only deposit your money with credit unions. Only banks are good. Only good for ATM access, loans, and credit cards. Okay, so here's some advice from Tyrone Williams, guys. He says only deposit your money with credit unions. Only banks, only good for ATM access, loans, and credit cards. Okay. Well, I guess because, with the bank, if you got to go to ATM and make a cash withdrawal, if you go to that bank's ATM, then you don't have to pay the extra fees, for withdrawing the money. So it could be good in that if you have, whereas, you never want to do that on a credit card though, because you'll pay a lot of fees for cash advances. I remember somebody made a comment in Monday's live stream at How to Build Credit TV that what was it again? If you really in dire need of a cash advance from a credit card, he was saying, and they do that at the cash register. They give you cash back. They ask you, do you want cash back or not? And if you want like a few dollars, like 20, $40, I guess they offer you that at the register. That's what he was saying. But he's not here with us in the live stream right now, so I can't really ask him about that comment that he made on Monday. But I'm sure a lot of you guys was in the live stream on Monday. Is that what he said? Just leave me an answer in the comments. D. Anderson says, agree, Tyrone. Okay. D. Anderson says, yes, they do. D. Anderson says, no, they are big banks. Tyrone Williams says, did you know you as a Discover Card member can request credit limit increases every 3 months instead of 6? Okay, guys, did you know that? I believe, guys, I don't know, does that apply to the secure Discover It card? Okay, D. Anderson says they graduate especially when you have a banking relationship. Yes, I would believe that because having a banking relationship helps a lot more than not having one. D. Anderson says, okay, he's talking to Tyrone. Pink Lady Barber, wow, Tyrone Williams, that's good to know. Yes, that is good to know, Tyrone. A Discover can request credit limits increases. You can request a credit limit increase every 3 months instead of every 6 months. Okay. All right. Tyrone, does that apply to Discover its secured credit card? Can you do the same thing? Can you request a credit limit increase every 3 months instead of every 6 months? Tyrone says, I called Discover every 3 months so far this year. I got 3 limit increases this year. Got 2 more to go. Okay, awesome. Congratulations to Tyrone. D. Anderson says unsecured Discover. Oh, okay. So this really doesn't apply. When you're building in the building credit phase, you're still building credit, and you have the secure Discover It credit card. I guess it does not apply. This credit limit increase every 3 months. You know, but like I said, guys, I mean, I talked to a lot of people. They have Discover It cards, and one of them is actually you could uh, ask Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV. He has a Discover It. He had a Discover It secured credit card, and go ahead and ask him how long it took them to graduate him. All right. You could just watch the video that he made about it when they did graduate him. They take a long time, guys. They're starting to take like 13 months or longer now to graduate people. That's why I'm saying, guys, if you're starting to build credit, I would go with that Amazon secured credit card. That one there is like the champ right now. They're going to graduate you after 7 payments, on time payments. They're going to graduate you. They're going to bump up your credit limit. They give you 90 days to come up with the deposit too. And they give you 90 days to come up with your deposit. And they give you a free $40 gift card. So, no annual fee. I mean, and the list goes on and on to their benefits. But Tyrone, wait, I think I missed a few. D. Anderson says I was shocked on 6/4/19. Discover gave me $10,000 credit limit out the door. Wow, congratulations, D. Anderson. You hear that, guys? Everyone, give a congratulations to D. Anderson. Tyrone Williams says you have to send deposit for increases for secured Discover. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, you'd have to send deposits for those. Hip to the Dip says, I've had my Discover It for about 3 years now. Started out with $5,000 credit limit. Now, after all that time and good history, I have $15,500 credit limit. Okay, that's awesome. I have to see that, guys. After 3 years, you got a $15,500 credit limit. That's awesome. So he's getting a boost in his credit limit every year, pretty much. Pink Lady Barber says, "Good show, D. Anderson." Yes, definitely. D. Anderson says, "Hip to the dip." Thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay. Kurt Davis. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Curtis Davis. Thank you, Curtis, for joining us today this evening in the live stream. We really appreciate you. Glad to have you on here. Everyone, please welcome Curtis Davis. And yes, Curtis Davis says, "Congrats, D. Anderson." Yeah, everyone, congratulate D. Anderson. That's a huge accomplishment. We definitely want to recognize that. So guys, without further ado here, I know we've been at it for 1 hour and 15 minutes at least. So what I'm going to do here is try to go ahead and get into today's topic. Okay. And I know a lot of, some of you have been waiting. I know some of you have been waiting or are still waiting, for the topic for us to get started, like Ronald Anderson. Because this topic of today has been inspired by Ronald Anderson and Ronald Anderson's comment in the last live stream that we've had. So because of everyone give Ronald a big thank you for contributing to today's topic. Not all of the information in today's topic is from Ronald Anderson, but he contributed tremendously to today's topic. So everyone, please thank Ronald Anderson for giving us such a great topic, contributing to such a great topic today. And Tyrone Williams says, Discover does soft pulls when you ask for limit increases. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, some credit card companies, they can do a soft pull. Guys, I would recommend, if you're thinking about asking your credit card company for a credit line increase, I would say definitely call them up, and ask them, do they do a hard pull or a soft pull, and would they consider doing a soft pull for you? Okay. So definitely I would go ahead and ask them that. Okay. The Coin Alley says Citi have been giving me soft pulls as well. Okay. There you go. Cities. Between if I had to decide, guys, between Citi and Capital One, I'm talking about in the credit building stage, guys. I know a lot of you guys had these prime cards like Donald Anderson. You got some prime cards going on. You got a great credit score. We're not talking about for you. We're talking about people who are still in the credit building stage. And I'm saying that if I was new to the credit building stage, I would choose Citi over Capital One any day. Okay, it's too much negativity going on with Capital One right now, guys. If you're building credit, I would just stay away from Capital One right now, at least for the first 2 years until you build up a credit profile, and then go ahead and shoot for one of their prime cards, or whenever you qualify, shoot for one of their prime cards. But stay away from their credit building cards. They're not worth it. The Coin Alley. Okay. Yes, for sure. Okay, guys. So let's see if I got everything set up and ready to go here, and I'm going to go ahead and get into today's topic. So what we normally do here is, if you have a comment or a question or anything you'd like to say, no problem. Don't feel bad about interrupting me. go ahead and interrupt me. I will definitely recognize your comment, answer your question, because I'm still keeping track of the comments on my fiance's cell phone at the same time while I have my phone going and I have my computer and my laptop going too at the same time, trying to present you guys with today's topic. D. Anderson says, my best friend got us Discover secured $200 limit, and 8 months later it graduated to unsecured to $1,500. Wow, that's awesome there, D. Anderson. So see, some of the people, they get graduated after 8 months, some longer, but I don't know how Discover picks and chooses who graduates at what time and who graduates sooner. I don't know their method. That's a good question. I probably like to call Discover and ask them that question, because I'm sure it's possible they may be able to answer to it. Um, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into today's topic. And in order to do that, I'm gonna have to start sharing my screen with you guys. So I'm gonna share my screen with you, and then after we go over, the topics, then I'll jump back on the camera again. All righty. So making sure everything's set up and ready to go. Can you guys see that screen? Okay, let me know. Hip to the Dip says, I would consider myself in the mid game. I have 15 credit cards right now. Oh, okay. Wow. That's a lot of credit cards there, Hip to the Dip. I wouldn't say a lot, though, because some people have a lot more than that. Some people have 25 or 30 credit cards. But yeah, I would say it doesn't matter how many, credit cards you have. I don't even know if there is an actual limit to the amount of credit cards you should have. Because I know people that have, I mean, Credit Shifu, he has a pretty good amount of credit cards. Aksebi has a good amount of credit cards. Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV, he has a good amount of credit cards. So, I mean, it's just like, how many credit cards should a person have? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, and I don't know if I ever will get an answer to that question. Curtis Davis said, is 650 a good score? Is it a good score? It's not a bad score, Curtis. It's really not a bad score. People have been approved for many things with a 650 credit score. A 650 credit score, you can definitely get approved for a mortgage, for a home. But in my opinion, I would recommend waiting until your score goes up higher before you do something like that, because you could get lower interest rates on a mortgage. D. Anderson says, hip. Okay, he's talking to Hip to the Dip. Tyrone Williams says, FICO wants you to have 21 credit cards. Wow, there you go. There you have it, guys. I didn't know that. FICO wants you to have 21. Is 21 the least amount, or is that the most amount that FICO wants you to have? D. Anderson says, I have a U.S. bank and car loan. Okay. Well, you're pretty much covered with a great credit mix there, D. Anderson. If you have a personal loan and a U.S. bank and a car loan, you got your you dotted your I's and crossed your T's there with the installment loans. Tyrone Williams says, I believe a person only need one credit card from all networks, but I have 6. My last 2 are from 2 credit unions. Oh, okay. I see. From 2 credit unions. Credit unions are really great. Credit unions are awesome in my book. Curtis David says 21 cards with 5K each. FICO. D. Anderson says 10 cards, 2 installment loans. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, as long as you got some type of installment loan there on your credit profile, I mean, that would definitely help you out a lot. So, guys, I hope you guys can see the screen, my screen here. You should be able to see the Google homepage. Let me know if you guys can see that clearly. I don't want anything to be blurry for you guys here as we go into today's topic. D. Anderson says, love NFCU. Yes, absolutely. From what I heard about them, I gotta love them too. So what we're doing today is we're going to talk about, again, I said this is a topic inspired by Ronald Anderson. And guys, you want to thank Ronald Anderson for contributing to today's topic. So with that being said, today's topic is going to be about credit builder loans. Okay, we're going to go over credit builder loans. And the reason why we're going to go over credit building loans, guys, is because I believe Ronald Anderson had made a comment in the last live stream, and he asked if there other credit builder loans besides self lender. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into that topic for today's live stream, and we're also gonna recognize people who have made comments, recognize their comments or questions. They will be answered. Tyrone Williams says, "I have 6 major credit cards and 2 installment loans." Okay, Curtis Davis says credit con give ABCD in all 5 factors. Okay, kind of figure out what you're saying here. Is that your credit report or is that your credit karma? Pink Lady Barber says, "LOL." Wow, you guys. Yeah, wow, yeah. People got a lot of credit cards. I know it. I know it. And I don't think there is any limit to how many credit cards you can have. I know a guy, he has like a 825 credit score and he's got over 200 credit cards. So, I mean, is there a limit? I don't know. I don't know. I know what people say what FICO would like you to have, but that doesn't mean that you're limited by any amount. D. Anderson is talking to Pink Lady Barber. Okay. So, guys, with that being said, with today's topic, since we're talking about credit builder loans, and we'll try not to add self lender in here because we talked so much about self lender, guys, so many videos. But if anyone has a question about self lender, because we talk about building credit and ways you can build credit, and this channel is about our journey to excellent credit and how we can achieve it. Um, we're going to talk about credit builder loans. Um, so the first one here that came across my mind here, guys, since there were so many questions about it, and comments here in the live stream, we're gonna just discuss it along with our topic here today, which I had already planned on discussing it, but I'm glad someone had brought it up, because this is one that we should talk about. I mean, so many people talk about the self lender credit builder loan. Now, guys, don't get me wrong, okay? Self lender is awesome. Self lender is banging, is off the chain and all that, When you can increase your score 110 points within the first year of building credit, guys, that's great, okay? But there are other options too, also as well. Okay, let's go to this website. It's called www.navyfederal.org. Wait, hang on a second. I'm not sure if I don't have the right site. Hold on. Let me just back up here because, oh, okay, that's why. I know I had the site here on my phone, but then I needed to, yeah, okay, let's try this. Navy Federal Credit Union Credit Builder Loan. Curtis Davis says, I have D in payment history, B in usage, A credit type, A credit age, A new credit. Okay, and Curtis, so yeah, you definitely got to work on okay, payment history. That's just comes with time, brother. Just comes with time. As far as payment history, if you're new to building credit, it just takes time. Okay. Um, so it's just a waiting game, pretty much, and it's just about being patient with the payment history, section. As far as the utilization and all that, you can you can definitely bump that B up to an A. That B in usage can get bumped up to an A. Just gotta keep your usage below 7%. Okay, and just have that reported to the credit bureau. You can use whatever you want during the month, but make sure before I would say to be on the safe side before the due date. Okay, and don't spend anything else on that card after the due date either. Not until after they report to the credit bureau. Keep that under 7%. Okay. D. Anderson says, oh, okay, D. Anderson's talking to Curtis. Curtis Davis says most secured loans want 9 payments to build credit. I had NFCU for 6 months. Coin Alley says, where are these scores coming from? Okay. So let's see here what we have here. I know I had found this. Okay. Let's see if this is the right link that I have for you guys here. Can you guys see my computer screen okay? So I want to make sure I'm not still on camera. Okay. Curtis Davis gives a thumbs up. Okay, thank you for that, Curtis Davis. Okay, let's see here what we have here. We're in the loans and credit cards section. A personal loan, shares secured loan. Okay, so here's a loan here, guys. If you can see my screen from a Coin Alley says thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much for that, Coin Alley. Here's a loan from Navy Federal Credit Union, guys. It's called Share Secured Loan. All right. Our shared secured loans are a great option to help you build your credit or make a purchase without dipping into your savings. Fully secured by shares in your Navy Federal account, this loan traditionally offers borrowers a lower rate. D. Anderson gives a thumbs up. Thank you so much for that, D. Anderson. APR, I'm just going to kind of taking notes as we go along, as low as 2.00%. And then the share rate is 3.00% for 61 to 180 months. And for up to 60 months, you'll have plus 2.00%. So pretty much for up to 5 years, you got the super low interest rate of 2%. And it'll go up 1% after 5 years, basically, is what they're saying. It says shares can be pledged for yourself, family, and friends. Shares become available to you as the loan is paid off. Shares continue to earn dividends. $25,000 minimum loan amount for terms of 61 to 84 months and $30,000 minimum loan amount for terms of 85 to 180 months. So these are some of the terms here of minimum loans amounts. And the good thing about this one, your shares continue to earn dividends. So if you if you know anything about like investing, which I've done a little bit of investing. I'm not a investing guru, some people on YouTube, but I did a little of investing on. I used the Robinhood app because it's free. Yeah, I don't have to pay for my investments, or anything like that. Um, like commission fees or anything like that. So that's why I've used Robinhood. Um, and I get dividends. I get paid dividends for some monthly dividend stocks that I earn dividends on. So, you know, if you want to know which stocks those are, just shoot me a comment or, email. Better shoot me an email so that way I have some time to look it up in my Robinhood app and then get back to you on that. Curtis Davis says, I buy stocks in Disney, Twilio. Dividend helps grow your money. Used Webull, free commission. Okay, there's another one there, guys. Webull. So you have two of them. You got Webull and you have Robinhood. So yeah, let's see what else they can say about this share secured loan here. I need my phone because I'm going over the topic, part of the topic's on my phone. Sorry, babe. Yeah, I'm kind of borrowing my fiance's phone right now to help me read the comments here from the chat because I'm using my phone to that has some of the important details of the topic on my phone. So yeah, so those are some good points here that they mentioned here on the NFCU's website about a credit builder loan. The first one is the shares secured loan. So these rates are really phenomenal. I'm really loving this, And there's also the certificate pledge loans. Now these loans says they allow you to borrow 100% of your certificate's principal balance for a variety of terms at 2% APR above the certificate's rate. Okay. So the pledge loan, that's the other loan that they have, right? So basically it kind of works like a secured credit card. You put the money in there and you can borrow 100% of your balance. So you can borrow money against it, the money that you put in there, pretty much. Like someone else was saying earlier, I don't remember who that was. If it was that UD Anderson that was telling us about that, or was that someone else? I don't remember. Curtis Davis says good credit helps when you start investing. Yes, I believe it does because you can probably get credit to invest. You could use a credit line to invest, I believe. I mean, but smart. I mean, I would personally, I would not invest anything like from a credit line unless I had the money in the bank to pay for it. So I would pretty much treat it just like a credit card. Yeah, treat it just like a credit card. Don't use a credit card unless you have the money in the bank right now to pay for it. Okay. Don't use it as a loan because if you use it as a loan, I mean, you could end up in a bad situation there with your credit. All right, guys. So this pledge loans looks very attractive. So you're getting a 2% up to what is that, 60 months. So for 5 years, you got the 60%. I mean 2%. Okay. So it's pretty much the same as the shares loan that they have. All right, it's 2% for up to 5 years. Now I don't see anything after that. So what about up after the 5 years? What happens after that? Good question. All right, funds or shares within a share certificate or jumbo certificate. Curtis Davis says stocks grows 8% per year plus dividend over 10 years. Good growth, 80% on money. That's awesome. It's awesome there, Curtis. If stocks really grow like that, that's terrific. I'm kind of glad I did a little investing because I did make a little money. So really not a lot, but it was something. So it was just a way of me testing out the waters, and seeing what's out there. What else does it say here? Loan amount cannot exceed the amount of shares in the certificate. Loan term must be equal to or less than certificate terms. Okay, so that's the rules for the terms and the loan amount and the shares or funds. Personal loan application checklist. Here are a few things we'll need to know. That's what Navy Federal will need to know. Curtis Davis says, I have 4 products. Okay, that's awesome, Curtis. So from what you're telling me here, you should be doing pretty good with your investing, and that's good. He says, with Navy, happy. Yes, I will be happy with Navy too. But right now, I'm kind of in the gardening stage. I'm not trying to apply for anything right now for a while. They Navy Federal Credit Union. They want to know how much you want to borrow for your loan, how long you'd like to finance your loan, current employment and income, including your employer's name and contact information. Well, of course, they're going to want to know that. They're the ones loaning you the money. Um, your contact information, phone number, and email. And there's a plus sign next to it. And it says, if you'd like your loan documents sent to an address other than your address of record or to a Navy Federal branch, please call. And here's the number where they can be reached. And just in case you don't have that number, guys, it's 888-842-6328. Okay, if you need to contact Navy Federal. Information about your co-applicant, if applicable, date of birth, address, phone number, email, income, employer's name and phone number, social security number, NFCU access number. Okay, so this is the information in the application checklist that Navy Federal Credit Union would need to know in order to decide whether or not they're going to approve you for a credit builder loan. Okay, they have other loans too, guys, but I just decided to talk about the credit builder loans that they have because that's part of the topic of today live stream. So here's a payment example. A loan amount of $5,000 for 36 months has a payment range from 158 to 183 and finance charge range from 693 to 1598. Okay. That's 1,598. And shares secured loan payment example. Share rate plus 2%. Loan amount of $3,000 at 2.25% APR for 60 months or 5 years has a payment of $53. Okay, guys. So a loan for $3,000 has a payment of $53 for the first 5 years. So I mean that's pretty good. That's pretty good rates. Okay. Next one we have is example for a certificate pledge loan. Certificate rate plus 2%. Loan amount of $3,000 at 4.05% APR for 60 months have a payment of $56. So the difference between the pledge loan and the shares loan is that what I've noticed is the pledge loan costs a little more than the shares loan does. Okay. In that your payments are these two examples from that they gave of a loan of $3,000. If each of these loans had $3,000, like the shares loan and the certificate pledge loan, both had the same $3,000 loan, then the payment will be $3 a month higher for the pledge loan than the payment for the shares secured loan. Okay. But still, I mean, $3. I mean, that's really not a whole lot, considering your loan amount is $3,000. So that's good to know. So, I mean, this bank here, a credit union, they have some really awesome products like savings, auto loans. You know, and we look at that 2.99% certificates, credit cards. I mean, it's so much they have to offer that it's. I mean, I could probably make a few videos about each one of those, but today we're just talking about credit builder loans. So, um, we for the first time made a video about Navy Federal Credit Union's credit builder loan. So, but we're gonna get into a few more options when it comes to credit builder loans, and let's go ahead and go to one more. And let's see if I can find the. Yeah, that's how I found it. Okay, I remember now. I think it was called Alliance Federal Credit Union or Alliance Credit Union. Okay, let's see if I can. Just trying to find this one here. But that's good, Curtis, that you're happy with Navy Federal Credit Union. I mean, if I had them, I would be pretty happy with them too, you know? Okay, that's the name of what I was looking for here. It was US. Yes, US Alliance. Okay, so that's the name of it. US Alliance. And they offer a credit builder loan too. Okay, so we have to go. Let's just type in credit builder so it takes us straight to the information that we're looking for. Yeah. Okay. US Alliance Credit Builder Loan. Okay, here we go. It's the first link at the top. So guys, here's another credit builder loan that's available. And this is another option. And this is coming from US Alliance. Okay. And it says credit builder loan. Take out a small loan and make monthly payments to build or rebuild your credit. Okay, so this is a good thing, that I found, where you can, actually, like they say, build credit or rebuild your credit. So, I mean, these are other options besides the self lender, guys. I mean, so far we talked about the Navy Federal Credit Union credit builder loan. That's called the pledge loan, and they also have the shares loan. Okay, so we've learned that today, and this one we're going over now is called U.S. Alliance Financial. Okay, and you can build credit or rebuild your credit from what they're saying. And the features, it says borrow what you need. Your credit builder loan can be quite small or more substantial depending on your individual needs. Okay, guys, so it all depends on what you need, what they're saying. Um, but just keep in mind, however, that you want to make sure this is something you're able to pay back, you know, because it is a loan. This is what it seems like what they're getting at here when it says depending on your individual needs. Make payments over time. Turning a bad credit profile into a good one does not happen overnight. True, does not happen overnight, guys. The credit builder loan is designed so you make small payments over time, ultimately raising your score to good standing. Um, so I mean, if you're going to compare it to Navy Federal or self lender, I've never had Navy Federal credit builder loan, but some of you guys who have had Navy Federal credit builder loan, uh, please go ahead and share your experience with it. Um, has it helped you build credit? Have you seen your credit score go up since you had the Navy Federal, say the Navy Federal pledge loan? Um, I believe the interest rates are lower than the self lender, you know, and also Navy Federal Union is a great um, credit union to start building a relationship with. Um, Great competitive rates is what they're saying here. You can view the rates. Okay, let's open this up in another tab so that way we can go back to the main features of it. Well, while that's opening up, it says here boost your credit profile, whether you're looking to boost your low credit score or are just starting out and need to establish credit. A credit builder loan can help you achieve your personal financial wellness goals. Yes, definitely. Credit builder loans are, well, I'm just speaking from my experience with self lender, they're awesome. Okay. Self lender is awesome. I never tried this one, guys, but I would look them up and see what they're all about here. You know, if you looking for like reviews, people who have used these credit builder loans, guys, there's some great sources. You can go on Quora.com. That's Quora with a Quora, or you can go to the MyFICO forums, and ask your question. That way you can get a review. Sometimes if you look and some of the topics of different forums, you'll find that someone has already reviewed these credit builder loans. Maybe they have not, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to go there and look around to get some reviews on it. Okay, so let's see. That link has loaded about the rates. Let's go ahead and look at the rates, and then we'll go back to the main features. Rates, loan rates, all rates accurate as of June 1st, 2019, and subject to change. V equals variable, F equals fixed rate, APR equals annual percentage rate. Okay. Please note that variable loan rates may change over the life of the loan. Loan rates effective June 1st, 2019. Savings secured line of credit. Okay, here's the savings. Okay, we're looking for, what are we looking? We're looking for loans. Okay, this is loan rate. Oh, loan rate right here. Okay, savings secured line of credit. APR 7.24%. Variable. Okay, this is the daily periodic rate. Stock secured line of credit 9.49. Variable. Stock prime line of credit 7.75. Variable. Signature line of credit 12.24% variable. Okay, so this gives you different types of loans that you can apply for, but the ones I believe that's saying secured are the ones that's going to help you build a credit for people who are looking to build credit. Okay, now you don't really want to go into these two unless you feel you can qualify for them, or unless you're out of the credit building stage. Okay, so that's pretty much about the rates, and then you want to learn more about loans, you can click on this link here. So this is some of the features here. Okay. Terms range from 12 to 24 months with amounts ranging from, let's say, 500. Yeah, 500 to $2,000. Qualifications, terms, and rates based on qualifying criteria such as income and credit determined at the time of opening. Okay, so they're going to look at income and credit. Do they give a hard inquiry? That I don't know. But there's a pre-qualify link here. Okay. Just thought I'm glad that popped up here because that's kind of Good that they have that a pre-qualify link. Okay, so these are some of the other products that they have to offer. Okay, this is U.S. Alliance Financial. Is the address, their phone. You can email them at usalliance.org. It says U.S. Alliance Financial is a full-service credit union that offers a wide range of banking services. We develop and implement custom-made, secure, and innovative products for many great organizations. In addition to over our 110,000 members worldwide. Okay, so this is a credit union, guys. Okay. But I mean, I think Navy Federal was the lowest rate that I've seen so far in the two credit builder loans that we went over. Because this one, U.S. Alliance, let me just making a note here. U.S. Alliance, I believe the lowest was like 7% or 7 point something percent. Okay, and Navy Federal was 2% up to 5 years. Up to 5 years. And the pledge loan, I believe, was like a little more, cost a little more than the shares loan. So, so that's two credit builder loans here that we don't really we have not made a topic about. I mean, we discussed Navy Federal Credit Union in the comments in the live chat, but we have never made an actual topic about Navy Federal or Alliance, U.S. Alliance Financial either. So I have another credit builder loan that I wanted to go over with you guys too. I'm just trying to get together, grab that link for you guys here, and you guys could look it over. And this is great too, guys. I mean, if you do not have an installment loan on your credit profile, consider taking out an installment loan, like a secured credit builder loan. Okay, um, from one of these, Uh, self lender is little. The rate is higher than the credit union, of course, because the self lender is not a credit union. But self lender does boost your credit score up, and I've found evidence of that in many places. So the next credit builder loan we're going to talk about here. Let me close out one of these tabs. We're going to talk about PFCU. I'm not sure any one of you guys are familiar with PFCU. Okay, but we're going to discuss PFCU now. Is they also have a credit builder loan. I don't know if you guys know about this, but yes, it's one of the credit unions that have a credit builder loan. And there's many credit unions, guys, that have credit builder loans, but I'm not going to get into all of them tonight because we'll be up for a while going over all of them because there's so many. Let's see, credit builder loans. Okay, that's the first link up at the top. That's pretty easy. So this is PFCU because it stands for Philadelphia Federal Credit Union. Okay, and it says here is the phone number at the top, routing number, contact. Okay. Build or rebuild your credit with our credit builder loan. Everyone knows that building your credit is important, and if you ever plan to apply for a credit card or auto loan, you'll need to prove you are credit worthy when it comes to paying off your debt. Yep, of course. Your credit score says a lot about your ability to repay a loan, and the higher your credit score, the easier it is to get a loan at a lower rate. which is true. If you're wondering how to establish credit or you would like to improve your credit score, contact a member service representative today to learn more about our credit builder loan. Okay, so you can call customer service and they will tell you more information about it. With this type of loan, the money you borrow is secured in a PFCU savings account for the term of the loan, and dividends are paid on the money while you make timely payments and establish your credit. So this is a good thing here, guys. This word here, this one word is good. Dividends. Dividends are paid. Our self-lender does not pay dividends. Okay, I mean, I'm just comparing it to self-lender. Um, but yeah, this one pays a dividend. So I guess you're making money at the same time while you're making your timely payments and you're establishing your credit at the same, doing all of this at the same time, guys. Okay. So something to think about. But before you go ahead and jump and hit the apply now button, just bear with us. Okay. We're going to get into it. Once you have successfully paid the loan in full, the money becomes available in your account. Your payment activity will be reported to the three major credit bureaus. And if you maintain scheduled payments, this may help to improve your credit score. Okay. So just like self-lender, I mean, as long as you're making your payments on time, it's going to improve your credit score. But what I would suggest, just like self-lender, you guys should put, if you're thinking about getting this, if you do get this, any of you, that put this on auto pay. This is the last thing you want to think about. And since it's going to be the same basic payment amount from month to month, this is a great candidate for auto pay. Okay. Because you can just set it and forget it. You can, okay. And so in 6 months to a year of having this loan, you know, you can just keep track of your credit score. Just look at your credit score. You know, that's what I've been doing. Since I started in October, we started building credit. And guys, if you've noticed, that's the reason why most of my topics here, all of my topics here on this YouTube channel are about building credit and ways to improve your credit score, building tools, things of that nature. The reason for that is because I myself, I started building credit in October. And for those of you who have watched my video, that's entitled From 548 to 720 Credit Score, which gives you almost a full idea of where I came from and where I am now. As far as credit. And that's the reason why most of my videos, or all of my videos, are pretty much not about prime cards, not about prime credit cards, or things, anything having to do with the prime category, or the excellent credit category, because our channel is about how to get us to excellent credit. How are we going to get there? Okay. Our channel is not about having excellent credit and you know what's your next step, or anything like that. It's about the road to get there. Okay, because I want to get as many people there with me as possible. That's my goal. Okay, I want to get to excellent credit, and I want to take all of you guys with me on my journey. Okay, so let's get back into this here. A PFCU credit builder loan offers loans between $250 to $1,000. So here it is. So with PFCU, you can start with $250. That's the lowest. The highest is $1,000. Okay. And terms from 12 to 18 months. Low monthly or bi-weekly installment payments. So they accept bi-weekly payments. And it's saying here they have low monthly payments. Okay. Competitive low rate. You got a 4% APR. So, I mean, this makes me think so much about Navy Federal Credit Union, guys, because Navy Fed, they said 2%. Okay, they said 2%. Allied, a U.S. ally, a U.S. alliance, I should say, they said the lowest was like 7%. And yeah, I didn't write that down. Actually, I said I was taking notes. Okay. Now we've learned that PFCU is saying 4%. So that's not too bad, guys. I mean, you got a 4% and you got a 2%. Okay. So let's keep going down. If you're interested in a PFCU credit builder loan, call a member service representative. Here's the number 215 934 3500 or 800 832 PFCU, or visit a branch today. APR is annual percentage rate for each 250 borrowed at 4% APR over a term of 12 months. Pay approximately $21.29 a month. Rate current as of 5/12/17. Okay, so you have terms from 12 months to 18 months. They're talking about on a 12-month loan, if you borrowed $250, your payment would be about $21.29 a month. But that's as of 5/12/17. So guys, if you're looking into this loan, I would call and get an update on that, on the rate, because that rate was current as of 5/12/17. So I would make sure that rate is still available. This is the current union's best rate. The available rates and terms are subject to change without notice. Offer of credit is subject to credit approval. Okay, guys. So they're gonna do probably a hard inquiry. And this is the reason, guys, why a lot of people go to self lender, is because self lender does no hard inquiry. I went over that in my last video. I talked about the trade lines that give no hard inquiry. Okay, so this is going to give you a hard inquiry, and they're going to check your credit. So it's possible you can get denied for this, guys, just like you can get denied for the U.S. Alliance Credit Union credit builder loan. The Navy Federal Credit Union, I don't know. I would look into that or ask someone who has had a Navy Federal Credit Union credit builder loan and ask them what credit score they had, ask them how many hard inquiries they had, ask them what their credit utilization was at the time they applied. I mean, if they remember all these things, then maybe it could help you out. If not, I would go to my FICO forums and present that question. If not, it's possible they should have that question covered in the forums, because Navy Federal Credit Union seems to be a very popular credit union. So I'm sure that topic has already been covered in the My FICO forums. Let's see what else we says here. Results not guaranteed. Improvement in credit score dependent upon your specific situation and financial behavior. So it could and could not improve your credit score. It's not guaranteed, guys. Failure to make monthly minimum payments by the payment due date each month will result in negative reporting to your credit report, which will not improve your credit history. This project will not repair your credit. Okay, what is it saying now? This project will not repair your credit, and negative credit history will not be removed from your credit report as a result of this program. Okay, yeah, it's not a credit repair program. It's a credit builder loan. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, it's just to build credit, not to repair the credit. Okay, guys. So there's plenty of details there, and like I said, guys, before you go ahead and just apply for any of these, I would definitely look for a pre-approval link, which I don't see any here. Let's see. Business banking. Looking through the links here. Yeah, I don't see any pre-approval links. So I would put this you know, to the off to the my FICO forums and ask, see if anyone, was experienced with this credit builder loan, and if anyone has been denied, and for what reason, or what are they looking for, as far as approval is concerned. Okay, guys. So let's see if we covered everything here, or okay, we went over PFCU. Okay. Um, there was one more credit builder loan, guys, but I had already mentioned this in a video. Okay. The video is entitled New Credit Builder Loan, and it's on the YouTube channel here. You could look at that. It's I think the cover or thumbnail is a picture of me. I'm holding my hat, and it just says New Credit Builder Loan. That's the title of it. So you guys can definitely check that one out. It talks about um, DCU, Digital Credit Union. I believe they're located in Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken. And they also have a credit builder loan, but they do not approve everyone, guys. I did mention that in the video too, also. So that's not something that anyone can apply for. Okay, they say that they're looking to help you build credit, and they say they accept people with bad credit, but they don't accept everyone with bad credit. All right. So just keep that in mind. All right. So, guys, if you have any questions, does anyone have any questions about today's topic? Does anyone have any comments about today's topic? Definitely leave your comment down inside of the chat. Um, and definitely, guys, if you're liking this video, definitely give us a thumbs up, guys. It really helps out the channel. Remember, there was over 14 people in here at one time. So, guys, um, definitely give a thumbs up. It really helps us out here. And for the information on Capital One, um, the name of the YouTube channel I was talking about earlier is Brian Jung. It's Brian. Last name Jung, Jung. Okay, and he made a video, I believe it was today, why nobody talks about City, I think the name was, or why I hate City, why I hate Capital One. Yeah, why I hate Capital One. I believe that was the title of it. Okay, so I'm just going in the live chat on my phone because I had the live chat open on my fiance's phone here, and I wanted to just switch over to my phone so that way I'm not still keeping her cell phone hostage over here. I know she's kind of getting irritated with me. She's like, I want my phone, I want my phone, I want my phone. You're running my battery, you're running my battery. Okay, I'm going to get ready to give her back her phone. Pink Lady Barber says, I like the information on the personal loans. Can you do a comparison analysis on personal lines of credit and how they would help your score? Okay, great. Awesome, Pink Lady Barber. I will make a note of that for sure. And I will write your name down so that way I can give a special tribute to you, Lady Barber, just like I did with Ronald Anderson. I can give a special tribute to you, and we could, definitely do that and acknowledge you for, giving us so much inspiration for our next topic. So if no one else objects to this, we're going to have a video made about a comparison analysis on personal lines of credit. And I'm just writing this down too. That way I have it in my personal notes too, also as well. Because The reason I do this is because I definitely want to recognize, let you guys know that the content that I'm making here on my YouTube channel is content that either you guys have asked for, or content that will definitely applies to you guys, or content that you guys need in your life. So something that will definitely add value to your life, maybe improve your life in some way. And if I can have that effect on someone else, I feel like I personally have accomplished something, because that's what my YouTube channel is about. It's about helping people. And it's part of the reason why I don't charge any money for my credit repair services, or my credit coaching services, or my credit boosting services, because right now it's not about money for me. It's really not. It's about helping people, and that's what I'm all about right now. I'm not saying it's wrong to charge money, guys. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that companies that charge money for this are wrong. They're not wrong. I feel they're not wrong. They should get paid. Okay, they should get paid. But I feel that I just want to contribute right now. Okay, for a while. Okay. So yeah, so Pink Lady Barber, I just made a note of that. Comparison analysis on personal lines of credit. You got it, okay? And I'll definitely going to make a video topic in one of the live streams about that. Okay, so that should be coming up pretty soon. Um, A to the D 3 times says sorry in flight, heading to Savannah, hitting thumbs up. Oh yeah, thank you so much for the thumbs up. A to the D. And guys, I want to say please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button, guys. It really helps out the channel. Really, really, there's about 9 people here, I believe, here in the live chat with us. 10. Okay, Janelle says 9. I said 10. So, guys, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Oh, there's 10 people here in the live chat with us. Okay, thank you so much. We have 12 thumbs up. Thank you so much, guys. That's really a way to represent there. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, guys. Pink Lady Barber says thanks, no problem at all. And oh yeah, I forgot to say, guys, please give a warm welcome to A to the D 3 times. He said he was in flight heading out to Savannah, but guys, welcome him to our live stream. A to the D 3 times says NFCU, is that deal all products hard inquiry even to join? So get all you can while in branch. On phone, transfer to different department. They will run credit again. So be very aware. Yeah, guys. So basically, he's saying they're doing a hard pull. Okay. They're doing a hard inquiry. So just keep in mind, guys, when you're new to building credit, okay, um, you want to maximize the most out of your credit score increases. You want to maximize the most out of your installment loan. Okay. And just keep in mind also that when you're in a building credit stage, you're going to have to deal with some form of high interest rates. Okay. With secured credit cards, you're going to be dealing with high interest rates anyways. Okay. Um, and self lender does not give you any hard inquiry. Okay. And keep that in mind too, also. And you have a better shot of getting approved for self lender than some of these credit union credit builder loans, because they don't all approve everyone. Okay. Especially the DCU credit builder loan, they don't approve everyone. They say they do on their website, but they don't. Okay. Um, so that you definitely want to keep in mind too, also. And as far as thinking about subprime, and the reason why I keep saying this is because someone on one of the credit building groups on Facebook had actually told me to stay away from one particular trade line that I mentioned in my last video about how to build credit with trade lines that no hard inquiries. Um, he mentioned Horizon Gold. He said stay away from prime subprime because Horizon Gold is a subprime lender. Yes, they are subprime, but guys, when you're just starting to build out credit, you're dealing with subprime anyways. You know what I mean? You're dealing with low credit limits. You know, things of that nature. You're in an area where people, people with bad credit or people building credit or rebuilding credit anyway. That you're in that zone. You're in that neighborhood anyway. Okay. So if you're going to be in that neighborhood anyway, and you're going to go out and look for a secured card or credit card or what have you, um, why not? Use Horizon Gold to build up your credit because they don't give you a hard inquiry. Why not use Self Lender because they don't give you a hard inquiry, right? You could save those hard inquiries for and make it count, make it really, really count. You know what I'm saying? Make it really, really count. Or you could save them for your prime stage when you're done with building credit. You got an excellent credit score and you don't have that many hard inquiries because a lot of them fell off or were deleted or simply don't count towards your credit score anymore. Okay. So that's just a little of my 2 cents there. But guys, I know if you're, let's see, if you haven't been in these live chats for a while, I just wanted to mention, guys, that since this channel have passed a milestone, and I know I've talked about that a few times so far, maybe 3 times or more. But I keep repeating it because not everyone gets to every single live stream that we have on this channel. So I just want to mention that we passed a milestone. I believe it was last week, about a week ago, where we hit over 1,000 subscribers. Okay. And so that allowed us to access certain features on our YouTube channel. And I'm actually going to go back to our YouTube channel here on the screen so that way I can show you guys better than tell you guys. Okay. Um, so basically, the first thing that I wanted to note here is that we now have access to the community tab. Okay. And the community tab is right here. And the community tab is a place where you can leave a comment. If there's no live chat or something, you just want to leave a comment there or ask a question, feel free to ask a question here or leave your comment here. Okay. And it will definitely be answered as soon as possible. So that's the new news here for the channel. And also, if you need to contact me about credit repair or building credit or a credit boost or free credit coaching that I offered, you can contact me on my business line at 800-605-9053, or you can click one of the links here. And this is the About section. Okay. This is the About section. The About tab, click on that, scroll to the bottom. This link is to join our Facebook credit group, and the group is called How to Get Excellent Credit. It can be found on Facebook. Right now we have some awesome members, but we really right now what we need is maybe some moderators to help with the posting of credit related material into the group. So all of the group can see also. And, that's what we really need right now. And so feel free to click this link and click on join. You will definitely be welcome to the group. Subscribe to this channel. This is the link to subscribe to the channel. If not, you can go ahead and feel free to click the big square red button. It's in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen if you're on a laptop or a computer. If you're on a cell phone, just turn your cell phone sideways. You can see the button also. If not, click the subscribe button at the bottom of this video and go ahead and hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll never miss a single video as I make them. Also, this link is to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to go ahead and follow me on Twitter there. This one is to follow me on Pinterest. This link is to visit my nurse company site. It's called um, Nurse Providers Incorporated. And you can definitely go to the site, and if you have a startup company and you just maybe looking to see what my website looks like, feel free to go ahead and do that there. Here's a link to our Facebook page. It's named after this channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. A to the D 3X says, congratulations. Thank you so much, A to the D 3X. Yes, that was definitely a huge milestone for us, the first 1,000 subscribers. But thanks to you guys, we were able to make it there. And in a very short period of time, also, we just considering that thank you so much for the super chat, Pink Lady Barber. Really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, you have really contributed a lot to this YouTube channel. You have some great questions. You have some awesome comments, and like I said, I'm definitely going to make a video about your request to make one about comparison analysis on personal lines of credit. Yes, Pink Lady Barber, it worked. Yes, after 1,000 subscribers, we were able to access the super chat feature and to receive super chat funds too also. So that's what I wanted to talk about too also, guys, that because of us reaching our milestone of 1,000 subscribers, now we are able to receive super chat funds. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that if you missed that in some of the previous videos. I will be talking about that for maybe a few more of these live streams, maybe a few more weeks, so that way everyone knows about it. Okay. Um, Janelle Leone says, hello, everyone. Sorry I couldn't chat because Lyndon had to use my phone to chat with you all. Anyway, hello and welcome to the live chat. Yes, thank you so much for that, Janelle. Sorry about that, Janelle. I had to kidnap your phone for a while, but I had no choice. I had to keep track of the comments, and at the same time, I had parts of today's topic on my phone. So I had my phone already occupied. So sorry about that. Just had to use your phone. Intermittent fasting, fitness, and life coping says, you're the man. Well, thank you for that, Leroy. Yeah, you're the man. You got all that awesome information over there about fitness, fasting, and how to deal with, what comes along with fasting, because, I mean, I don't believe I've ever done that. I've done like dieting and went to the gym, things like that, done workouts, body transformations and things of that nature there. But as far as fasting, I don't know too much about, fasting and how to cope with it, you know, how to deal with it, the coping phase of it, because I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it, mentally as well as physically, maybe even emotionally. You know what I mean? Because you're fasting. You're denying your body certain nutrients that your body normally would receive. By fasting. But guys, Leroy is the man to see about that, and don't forget his YouTube channel, Intermittent Fasting, Fitness, and Life Coping. Guys, uh, I would recommend go to his channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll never miss a single video of his. He got some really awesome content up there, information about fitness and fasting and life coping. So guys, I would just, if I was you, I would go ahead. If you like his video, go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel. And Leroy, I want to see some more content over there on that YouTube channel, buddy. Need some more videos up there, okay? Uh Pink Lady Barber gives a smiley face. Thank you so much for that, Pink Lady Barber. Janelle Leone says, yes, Lyndon is the man. He's a pro just like Dwayne. I give them sweet guys 100% credit for doing this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Flex, flex, and flex. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Janelle. Really appreciate that. I'm glad you're really here, giving your support and everything. Really appreciate you. That's my fiance, Janelle Leone, and she's been a great help to this channel too, also as well. Uh, Intermittent fasting and life coping says his name is Leroy, guys. I know I keep saying his YouTube name. Uh, but he gives a link, and here's the link to his YouTube channel. Okay, so if you guys go ahead and click on that link, go to his channel, and if you like his video, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, intermittent fasting, fitness, and life coping. Leroy says you got it, bro. Yeah, there it is. Leroy, just gotta um, work on getting those subscribers and work on making some more videos. All right, buddy. A to the D3X says we landing. We'll have to watch the rest at hotel. Wow, you guys were on the plane. Yeah, he did mention that he was flying. Thank you. I really appreciate you watching, our live stream and participating, even on the plane while you're traveling. A to the D. And look forward to seeing you again in another, many more live streams to come because you really contribute a lot to the live stream. A to the D says thank you for the info on PFCU. We'll check it out as well. Yes, not a problem. A to the D. And he says good night all. So everyone, let's wish A to the D 3X good night because he's getting ready to leave us. So okay, so let's see. Where was? Let's go back to some of the links here. I was talking about in the about section. Yeah. Okay, here it was right here. So after we talked about the Facebook page, you can definitely like our Facebook page because that way, you can definitely see some of our content there too. Also, and this is the link to follow me on Facebook. So I would like it if all of you guys followed me really on Facebook. That would be awesome because I cannot add any friends right now because I hit the 5,000 limit. But I can have as many followers as you follow me on Facebook and Twitter. That'll be awesome. Here's the link here to email me, guys. So if you have any questions about credit repair or credit boosting, how to increase your credit score, you'd like help with me helping you increase your credit score, or you need advice or credit coaching, free credit repair, guys, just email me right here. And also in regards to free credit repair, guys, I do not write dispute letters. I don't write letters. I don't send them out to credit bureaus, anything like that. I just give advice, suggestions, and what my opinion is pretty much. And you know, I hope it does help you guys out a lot. So here's another link. The last one here is to follow me on Reddit. Okay, I don't have much of a Reddit following here, but you guys can follow me on Reddit. And but for another thing I wanted to go over, I want to mention again is that with our Facebook credit group, again, we're looking for like moderators, people to help us post stuff into the group, you know, looking for volunteers. So, let that thought marinate with you guys for a while. And if you know of anyone who's willing to help moderate the group and who are interested in credit repair and credit building, go ahead and either shoot me an email or message me or call me. All right. Okay, guys. So I want to thank you guys. So what I usually do before I leave, before I end the live streams is I usually it's a tradition of ours to recognize all those who have contributed to the live streams. Right now we have 12 people here in the live chat, and welcome to all 12 of you that are here with us. And I recognize each one of you. If any of you that I know of that has a YouTube channel, I also recognize your YouTube channel too, also as well. A Life Media Pro says, hello, did you get any information from DSX Design? Life Media, you're the second one who mentioned that, who were asked about that. And no, I did not get any new information from them, A Life Media. Um, I'm thinking I'm hoping that they're like self lender was to me, whereas they waited 3 months to report to the credit bureau um, on behalf of my account. I'm hoping that's the case. They didn't tell me that, but I'm hoping that is the case because now it has been almost 3 months. So on the 23rd of June will be exactly 3 months for me. So no, I didn't get any new information. The only new information that I got is they have been reporting to some people's credit report and not reporting to other people's credit report. And why that is, I don't know. Maybe I'm going about this all wrong with DSX Design. Maybe there's something else I needed to do to get it reported. I don't know, but I will find out more information about it. And Janelle will find out too, also as well, because she looks. She been on the website like all night last night trying to, and I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow actually and see, ask them that question too. Life Media says I have a call set up to talk with them. Okay, yeah, that sounds like something that I did too, but I missed my call appointment somehow. I don't know how because I was at work, but I checked during the time that the call was scheduled, and I didn't see any call during that time. They must have called late, you know, so that's why I didn't get the call. But I had an appointment set up with their credit department. So right now, what I'm going to do, guys, is recognize people that have participated and joined the live chat this evening. And if you have a YouTube channel, I'm going to mention your YouTube channel. If I did not, please let me know. Okay. Um, First and foremost, I want to welcome and thank you to Jason Van Hughes. Special thank you to Jason Van Hughes for participating here this evening in the live chat. Thank you so much for contributing. Special appreciation to Ronald Anderson. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening in the live chat. Really appreciate all you have to share and offer to also. Because of you, Ronald, we have been inspired to make today's topic about the credit builder loans. So because of your comment that you made in the last video, Ronald, we were able to, uh, contribute and create a new topic. So I want to thank you so much, and everyone gives special thanks to Ronald Anderson. Also, I want to recognize Bodyguard 856. Thank you so much for joining the live stream this evening. I really appreciate you joining, buddy, and glad to have you. You really contribute some very valuable, information, and I really appreciate you, bud. Special thank you to Tanya Williams. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening in the live stream. Really appreciate you. Special thanks to Pink Lady Barber also, and thank you so much for that $5 super chat, Pink Lady Barber. It really means a lot. You know, it goes a long way to help out the channel, and I really appreciate you contributing with the super chat too, also as well. Hip to the Dip says good presentation tonight. And yeah, thank you so much, Hip to the Dip. Great, good, awesome comments that you made tonight, Hip to the Dip. Really appreciate you. And while I have you on there, I want to say thank you so much for participating. And Pink Lady Barber says, thanks, Lyndon and Janelle, for awesome info. Good night, you guys. Good night, Pink Lady Barber. I guess we'll see you again. We'll be on again Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. Special thanks also to David Esty. Thank you so much, buddy, for joining us for the live stream tonight. Tanya Williams says, thanks for the great session. Yes, thank you, Tanya Williams, for joining us. We really appreciate, all you had to offer to the live stream. Thank you for watching. Special thank you to Jimmy Cave. Thank you so much for joining us this evening in the live stream tonight. And thank you for contributing. You had a great comment, Jimmy, and an awesome question. And I wanted to say special thank you for the comment that you made. It really sparked a really meaningful conversation about building credit. Special thank you to Leroy and intermittent fasting, fitness, and life coping. So, guys, um, Leroy has his own YouTube channel called Intermittent Fasting, Fitness, and Life Coping, where he talks about fitness. And go ahead, guys, go over to his channel. Um, watch some of his videos, and if you like his videos, subscribe and hit the bell for notification. That way, you won't miss any of his new videos as they come out. I want to say special thank you to the Coin Alley. And thank you so much, Coin Alley. Walt, I believe your name is. Thank you so much, buddy, for contributing this evening to the live stream. I really appreciate all that you had to offer. You really do offer, a lot of great comments and a lot of credit knowledge too, also as well. Hip to the Dip. Thank you so much, Hip to the Dip. Really appreciate that, man. $5 super chat from Hip to the Dip. Thank you, buddy, for the super chat. I really appreciate that, buddy. It really goes, a long way. I can't begin to, say how grateful we are um, for the super chat because it really helps out the channel too. Also, so special thank you to Hip to the Dip and Pink Lady Barber for the super chats. Hip to the Dip, $5. Pink Lady Barber, $5. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your super chats. Really appreciate you. Special thank you this evening to Julian Robinson. Thank you so much for contributing. It really is a pleasure to have you here in our super chat. So thank you for joining us, and appreciate everything you contribute to the live chat. Also, Hip to the Dip says thumbs up, dollar sign, dollar picture, and a smile. Thank you so much, Hip to the Dip. Really appreciate you, buddy. Special thank you to Jose Pina. Thank you so much for joining the live stream this evening, Jose. Really appreciate you, buddy, and all you contribute to the live stream. Also, hope to see you back in many more live streams with us. Special thank you tonight to D. Anderson. Thank you, D. Anderson, for contributing here to the live stream this evening. Really appreciate, all of the wonderful, very knowledgeable comments that you have made here in the live stream. We can see that you definitely know a lot about building credit. And actually, guys, while I'm talking about D. Anderson here, guys, D. Anderson has his own YouTube channel. You can click on his name, D. Anderson, and I believe that would take you straight to his channel. And he has made some videos about credit cards. So you guys can definitely feel free to go over there and go to his channel. If you like what you see there, click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications also. Curtis Davis, thank you so much for joining us here in the live stream tonight. Really appreciate all that you had to offer in the comments. Thank you for joining us once again, buddy. A to the D3X, thank you so much for joining us this evening in the live stream tonight. A to the D3X. Really appreciate you joining us, considering that you were even on a plane and you still follow, joined us here in the live stream. Really means a lot to us. Thank you so much, A to the D, three times. Special thank you tonight to Life Media Pro. Thank you so much for joining us this evening in the live stream. Really appreciate all that you had to offer to our live chat, buddy. And I will definitely, um, keep you in the loop as far as what's going on with DSX Design, because I want to know myself too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a call again throughout this week, try to get a conversation with these people, and also I'm going to follow up also on the 23rd, which will be my 3 months since I've been with DSX Design. One, to ask and request for a credit line increase with them, because they told me that after I made two purchases within 90 days, I qualify for a credit line increase. So right now I have like a $5,000 credit limit with them, and I would like that increased after my 90 days is up. I want to say a special thanks you to okay. That okay. I think that's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone that's joined us. 16 people have contributed to the live stream today. And I really appreciate you guys. It really means a lot to the channel by you guys coming on here, and commenting, raising your questions, answering questions. I really appreciate, everyone who have answered questions. Yes, you're welcome, Life Media Pro. Yeah, I will keep you up to date on that. Yeah, and it really means a lot, to the channel, you guys. And when you guys help answer questions, I know that a lot of you guys help out with answering questions, and it really, helps um a lot of us who are trying to build credit, and we're learning too. We're all, I'm learning. I'm speaking for myself. I'm learning something new every day. So I'm learning just by reading your comments and what you guys are sharing with the community too also. So I want to thank you guys again. If you missed any sections of tonight's live stream, you can go ahead and rewind the live stream. What you say, Janelle?
You want them to hear you before you hang up?
Oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Thanks for mentioning that, Janelle. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the camera back on, so that way I can say good night to you guys personally. And thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I'm back here on the camera. Sorry I've been away for so long, but yeah, it's going on almost 3 hours since we've been on this live stream. I know our longest live stream was 3 hours and 41 minutes. I believe that was Saturday or Sunday that just passed. So wow, this might be the second longest live stream. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you again for sure on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. But until then, we might have some spur of the moment live streams between now and then. I don't know when or what time of day, because like I said, it's sporadic. There's spur of the moment things that come up based on, could be breaking news or what's going on in the credit world today. It could be anything. But for sure, you will be guaranteed a live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Janelle, you wanted to say something? Oh, oh yeah. Reminder, a special reminder to you guys, though, that Monday, June 24th, is Dwayne's birthday from How to Build Credit TV.
You will not be on.
He will not be on the live stream Monday. So, you guys, go ahead and wish him a happy birthday. Drop him some comments, you know, email him, you know, message him on Patreon, whatever you got to do. But just, guys, wish him happy birthday and let him know, he's appreciated. Because, we certainly appreciate him here on our end for sure. Um, so, guys, again, I want to thank you guys for joining us this evening. And I'll see you again on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see you again in the next live stream. Take care.